Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gemma and this is Project Rich Mom, and we are back with another budgeting video. We are setting up July. I realised I never did June, completely forgot if I'm honest. So my apologies for that, but let's get straight on into July. There was no real big surprises in June. A couple of extra things that I had to pay for the kids. They have some end of term trips coming up that needed paying for. My daughter's in a school play and he had to buy tickets for that. Do you remember those good old days when you didn't have to pay to see your child in a school play? But no, those days are gone, so I had to pay for that, but it was £4 a ticket, so it wasn't anything massive. So I've already gone ahead and written down the expenses that I'm expecting for the month of July. Rent $7.90, council tax is $105.63 this month. Gas and electric, I'm still paying $175, water $35, TV license £13.25, no surprises. My phone, so that's my mobile and my broadband, that's £62.57. Now there is a new addition this month, and that is the kids' phones. Both of my kids have got phones, just pay as you go. In fact, they're all my old phones. When I upgrade, they get the old phones. So they are on pay as you go. And generally up until this point, I haven't needed to, I've put credit on every now and again if they're going anywhere. But they generally, if they play out and they need their phones, they're literally within, 2 minutes of the house. So they haven't really needed to have any kind of credit because the rest of the time they're at home and they're connected to the Wi-Fi anyway. But in June, the fair was here. So both of the kids wanted to go with their friends. And I felt a little bit, I just felt that I would be more comfortable knowing that if they needed me, they could ring me. So I just set up like an add-on pack for their phones, and they were £10 each, and that meant that they get unlimited calls, unlimited texts, and then a small amount of data, and then that just rolls over every 30 days, I believe. So that's a no expense, but they are 14 and 12 now, so that was inevitable that was going to come at some point. Another new addition for the kids is pocket money. I was giving them pocket money, but I wasn't really budgeting for it. It was just a case of, as and when and what I had in my purse kind of thing. Whereas now we're doing a much more regular setup amount. They're having £5 each a week. And actually, I set that up through Hyperjar, which I found out about through a lovely lady, Jen, over at Budgets and Dreams, and I will link her channel down below. She has a channel all about her debt-free journey and budgeting, and I know that she is on her road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like budgeting and this sort of thing, go over and check out her channel and help her out over there. And yeah, she introduced me through her videos to the Hyperjar account. Hyperjar is basically an app that allows you to set up like individual jars within your account to correspond to like a dedicated savings goal. They're great for like your sinking funds, for example. So I have like Christmas, family holiday. I've got one for the house because I need a new sofa. We have a back to school one. And then what you do is you just top up these jars with however much money you want, and you can see then individually how much progress you've made towards each individual goal. You have a card that comes with it, a debit card, and you are able to then link the card to each individual jar, if that makes sense. So when Christmas time comes around and you start thinking about buying your Christmas presents, you go into the app, you link the card to the Christmas jar, and then you can only spend the money that is in the Christmas jar when you're shopping. So you're not going to be dipping into the other jars that are meant for different reasons. And also through that, you can set up the kids' jars, and they get their own cards that go with them as well, which is great. Now, my kids used to have the Go Henry cards, but honestly, I got bored with all of the fees. There's a monthly fee, there's a fee if you need to top up more than once, and it was just getting a bit much, whereas these are completely free. At the time that I'm making this video. Anyway, the cards got sent out for free. I don't believe the kids can use their cards at a cash machine, but they can use them in shops and stuff, contactless and all of that. So I've been putting £5 every week on a Monday into there, and then they can spend it or save it as they see fit. So at the end of July, once I see everything that has come out and everything that's been paid, I will take a look at whatever is left over and then decide how much I'm going to be putting into each of those jars to top up those savings goals. So I'm budgeting £40 this month for pocket money because it's a 4-week month. £5 for my son's rugby. Also, I'm going to be putting £50 aside for clothing because now the weather's getting nicer. I want to be able to, pick up any kind of summer things that I might see for the kids. It's nothing massive. It's not going to be a big haul, but like shorts and things like that mainly. Food, I am setting aside. I've split my food actually this month. Normally I do all of this in one. Food, I'm budgeting $250, but I don't anticipate spending anywhere near that because in July the kids are going away for a week with their dad, so that's obviously much less food during that week that I will need just for me. Well, as long as I need to get cracking with batch cooking because otherwise the temptation will be there to just order in food, and that gets expensive. So I really don't want to do that. But it just depends how organised I am before they go. So $250 for food. Cleaning products, just doing £30. I'm pretty well topped up with like fabric softener and washing powder and all that kind of stuff. Credit card is still $60. Loans, I've just put that into one payment rather than having lots of little ones. So I'm budgeting $30 for that. If you've been around for a while and you've seen me do a few of these, you'll know that I used to have a loan that was just under £70. That is completely paid off now as of June, which is great. I'm really, really excited about that. So what I'm probably planning to do with that money is to save it and then throw it towards getting these paid off as quickly as possible. But ideally what I'd like to do is save up a lump sum and then approach the creditor and see if they will accept a smaller amount as a lump sum rather than paying it all off bit by bit. So we'll see what happens with that. My car tax, no surprises there. Insurance the same. Diesel, I've budgeted $60, but again with the kids not being here, and obviously they're going to break up for school in the middle of July as well, so there's no kind of school runs that I'll have to do. So I'm hoping that during the summer months now we'll be able to bring that right down. Entertainment wise, Netflix, we did have the 2-screen option. We've dropped it back down to the 1 screen and taken out a subscription for Discovery Plus, which I'm actually really enjoying. I don't know about you, but I sometimes feel like you kind of get bored when you've just got the one subscription thing. I tend to roll through Netflix, Prime, what else is there? Disney, there's loads, isn't there? Because otherwise, I get bored. So I'm loving Discovery Plus at the minute. What have I watched? I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé and like the £1,000 Friends, and I love all that sort of stuff. I also have Now TV because they said that they would give me the entertainment package for £1 a month. So I thought for £1, you know what, it's worth having that. I wouldn't pay full price for Now TV. I don't think there's enough stuff on there that interests me, but for £1, happy to do that. So last thing that I'm budgeting for is savings, and I've been budgeting £100 a month to put into an emergency fund for a while now. One of the things that I realised last week was that the savings account that I was putting money into is an embarrassingly low interest rate, and the only reason that I thought to even check it was because I got an email from a bank that I have a current account with offering me a savings account with a rate of, I think it's 3.35% for the first £1,000 that you put into this savings account, but you can only put in £150 maximum a month. So that prompted me to go over and check the interest rate that I was getting for the savings account that I was paying all this into. And oh my God, the amount was 0.01%, which is it's basically nothing, isn't it? So I went ahead and set up that savings account, 3.3 whatever percent one. So I've gone ahead and set up £25 a week to go into the new savings account with the new interest rate. And then once it's got £1,000 in there, I'm going to go back and check what the rate is after £1,000, and then we will take it from there. But it really made me look, because none of my accounts in terms of interest rates are very high, so that really is something that I need to start shopping around for and get that sorted. So let me go ahead and start adding these up. It's really hard to talk and do this without without missing something. So if I keep going quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. Imagine I've got my concentration face on. And then I also need to write down my income for the month of July. I've already got that written down on another piece of paper, so we don't have to go through and work all of that out. Where are we? No, not 26, minus 26. £2.26. So I'm really happy with my income at the minute. Well, I mean, we can always be happier, right? But it is in a much better place than it was before, and that in large part is thanks to let me just write this down. 1.8. I'm writing at a funny angle, so excuse my handwriting. Yeah, at the minute, the income streams that I'm trying to build up, and if you've been watching my channel, you'll know part about my journey about building different streams of income. And they've been growing really well. They're really starting to pick up steam, and that's really great. Take my YouTube channel, for example. In May, I think I earned in ad revenue around £560. And then for the month of June, so far, I'm at about 780, and I've still got about 4 days worth of revenue to be added onto that. So that's really great. I'm really, really happy with that. Obviously, I don't get paid, and I think there's some confusion sometimes. I don't get paid absolutely everything of the money that comes into me. I have certain expenses through my business that I have to pay for, and then of course I have to think about tax and national insurance and all of that fun stuff, as well as setting money aside for things that I need to upgrade. Like, I desperately need a new computer. Well, I can't decide whether to get a desktop or a laptop, because the C and the B keys have come off. And just the laptop that I'm using just isn't built for the amount of work and just like editing videos and stuff like that. It's just not built for that sort of thing. So I definitely need to upgrade that. I also want to upgrade my filming equipment as well. So obviously I need to set money aside for that to be able to keep building the channel and upgrading things and stuff. So I pay myself based on how much I think I need to set aside, and then how much I need to survive, basically. So for the month of July, let me get my piece of paper. My income, my total income should be 2,096. I am rolling over £260 from this month. So let's just add that together. So that gives a total of £2,356. And then if we take away the expenses, so we should have, I'm not going to write that down because it's inevitably changes, around £484, some of which will go into the sinking funds, and the rest will then be rolled over into August. So that is my July budget. Hopefully we will be able to bring this down, saving money, like I say, when the kids are not here. So the diesel, and the food and stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to bring those down a bit. But I will come back at the end of July and give you guys an update, and we'll go through and fill out the actual amounts that I spent. Until next time, guys, take care.